From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what can... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lambeau. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On play action, here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage. No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Shot, 17, Jackrabbit.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. We're scoreless after 1.
Come on, set.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Jones. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Jones again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tunyon. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ready?
2 and now on 1st down. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he's going to have a 1st down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Again, help partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. To about the 26 here. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now it's Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jones is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25.
Down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he is out of bounds here. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
One more time with Mostert. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Over here. Wide left.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Hey, take 26. Inside.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Slot man moves right. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. It's Hill, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And Wilson with it, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Watch out now. 52. Set.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. That one looks like he'll throw here. And oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Let's go.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, this was a very close ball. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Green Bay Packers and themselves. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop him from trying again.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. Room here to run. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Up the middle, Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Was Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. An inside give to Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Now a draw play. This is Jones. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, here's Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On second and goal, Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rodgers now on third and goal. This is caught. Touchdown. Allen Lazard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan
From 4 yards out.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
Now Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Rodgers now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The slot man in motion right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man. Complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It got his man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. But he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Jones. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touch. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap
between the Washington Commanders
and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Gibson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 14. A give up the middle to Gibson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They'll go. It's Gibson. He finds some open field here. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's a give to Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 28 yards. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Packers.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Wentz. And Thomas has it. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 7-7, our score after 1. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down.
Here we go.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Jump out! Go to 50.
Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And some room to roam now. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Gibson again.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
A handoff for Gibson. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Here's Gibson.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Wentz going to go on 4th down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Go. Sunday.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Rodgers now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
26.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rodgers now on first down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. Touchdown!
Christian Watson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Once more, Gibson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run here with Gibson. Pushes him over.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A carry for Gibson.
And some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Wentz on third down.
Touchdown, Washington.
3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz, as his guys have now moved out in front.
Sly on for the extra point.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On play action, now Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
A check down here to Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. Throwing is Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb from 21 yards away. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Robinson. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Wentz. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Again, it's Robinson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st down in field goal range already.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Robinson up the middle.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Hand off now to Robinson.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Wentz to throw.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the give, here's Robinson.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crowd the line of scrimmage. If they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here we go. Back.
And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot.
And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it.